The service took place in a large, historic church in Atlanta, filled to the brim with people from all walks of life. The air was thick with anticipation and excitement, as families gathered together, young and old alike, eager to hear the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The colorful banners hung from the ceiling, and the soft glow of candlelight flickered throughout the room, creating a warm and inviting ambience. The mood was electric, with murmurs of hope and unity rippling through the congregation. As Dr. King stood at the pulpit, his presence commanded attention. He spoke with passion and conviction about love, justice, and equality, drawing everyone in with his powerful voice. People nodded along, feeling inspired by his message that resonated deeply within their hearts. The overall atmosphere was one of community and shared purpose. Everyone there believed in a brighter future. In that moment, it felt like anything was possible. Families held hands tightly, children listened wide-eyed, and teenagers exchanged glances filled with determination. It was more than just a service. It was a gathering of souls united for a cause greater than themselves. Each word from Dr. King's mouth echoed through the church like a call to action. The significance of this event extended beyond just that day. It was part of a larger movement for civil rights and equality. This particular service would be remembered not just for its rousing speeches but also for moments that brought hope to many who were struggling for justice in their lives. Little did anyone know that an unexpected moment was about to unfold, a moment involving a brave 9-year-old boy named Elijah Barnes who would soon step into the spotlight and touch the hearts of everyone present. In the front row of the church, a bright-eyed 9-year-old boy named Elijah Barnes sat with eager anticipation. His small hands were folded in his lap, and his little legs swung back and forth in excitement. Dressed in a crisp white shirt and dark blue pants, he looked like a young prince ready to hear the wisdom of a great leader. Elijah was known for his curiosity and big heart, always asking questions and wanting to learn more about the world around him. As Dr. King spoke, Elijah's wide eyes absorbed every word. He felt the energy in the room, understanding the importance of the message that resonated not just in his heart but in the hearts of everyone around him. He had heard stories of Dr. King from his parents, tales filled with bravery and dreams of a better world. Today, sitting so close to the man himself, Elijah felt an overwhelming sense of hope. The boy leaned forward as Dr. King passionately shared his vision for equality and justice. Each sentence seemed to wrap around Elijah like a warm blanket, filling him with inspiration. He could feel the weight of responsibility as he listened to the voices of those who had fought for their rights before him. Elijah wanted to be part of that change. He wanted to stand up and make a difference. With every powerful point Dr. King made, Elijah's heart raced faster. He glanced at the faces around him, the smiles, the tears, and expressions of determination, and felt a spark igniting within him. In that moment, he decided he needed to speak up too. Little did he know that this decision would lead to an unforgettable moment that would touch everyone present and inspire hope for generations to come. As Dr. King continued his powerful sermon, he emphasized the importance of community and connection among everyone present. He believed that everyone had a voice and that sharing thoughts and feelings was vital to the movement for justice. With every passionate word he spoke, he invited the audience to reflect on their own experiences and dreams for a better future. Today, Dr. King said, his voice rising with inspiration, I want you all to think about what we can do together. Every one of us has something meaningful to share. He paused, allowing his words to sink in, and encouraged the congregation to express their hopes, fears, and aspirations. Elijah's heart raced at the thought of being part of such a significant moment. Dr. King's invitation felt like an open door to Elijah, who took it as a challenge. The audience began to murmur among themselves, exchanging quiet thoughts about what was weighing on their minds. Dr. King smiled warmly at these exchanges, acknowledging the power of collective voices united in purpose. This was not just about him speaking, it was about sharing wisdom and feeling empowered. In that moment, Dr. King pointed out how important it is to listen and learn from each other, regardless of age or background. He believed that even a child could bear great ideas worthy of being heard. Sometimes, he said, glancing toward the audience, The simplest voice can make a loud echo in our hearts. Elijah felt a rush of bravery surge through him as he heard these words. He realized that perhaps this was his moment, to step forward and share his feelings too. His mind whirled with thoughts as he raised his hand, unaware of the impact he would soon have on the entire congregation. With his heart racing, Elijah raised his hand high, feeling as if the weight of the world rested on his small shoulder. He gazed at Dr. King, who was encouraging everyone to speak, and felt a fire igniting within him. It was a mixture of excitement and nervousness that propelled him to take this courageous step. In that vast church filled with hopeful faces, he couldn't shake the feeling that he had important thoughts to share. As he looked around, Elijah noticed the expressions of support from those beside him. Families exchanged encouraging smiles, and friends whispered words of encouragement. The room pulsed with energy, making Elijah feel connected to everyone there. Despite his young age, he believed he had a voice that was worth hearing. "I can do this," he thought as he took a deep breath, trying to calm the butterflies swirling in his stomach. Memories of his parents' stories about Dr. King's bravery inspired him even more. They told him how speaking up could create change and make a difference in people's lives. With Dr. King's message echoing in his mind, Elijah felt a mix of fear and empowerment. It was now or never. To his surprise, Dr. King looked directly at him with kind eyes and smiled warmly, signaling that it was indeed a good thing to raise his hand. This connection gave Elijah the confidence he needed to push past his doubts and embrace the moment. As he stretched his arm out further, he heard whispers among the congregation, a shared anticipation for what this brave young boy might say. Before he knew it, the moment arrived. Dr. King stepped closer and handed him the microphone. In that instant, everything changed for Elijah as a blend of excitement and apprehension swept over him. He was ready to share his heart with the world. As Dr. King approached Elijah, a hush fell over the congregation, creating an atmosphere thick with anticipation. The room, previously buzzing with murmurs and whispers, seemed to hold its breath. Eyes widened in disbelief as the iconic leader reached out and handed the microphone to the small boy in the front row. Gasps of surprise echoed throughout the church. Hardly anyone expected this moment. Elijah's heart raced as he grasped the microphone, feeling its weight in his small hands. The congregation shared a collective gasp, and then silence enveloped them like a warm blanket. They had just witnessed a powerful act of trust from Dr. King, who believed that even a child could have something profound to share. The air was electric with excitement as everyone leaned in closer, eager to hear what this brave young boy would say. Faces lit up with encouragement, and whispers of, "You can do it!" floated through the crowd as support surged around Elijah like a wave. Families exchanged astonished glances, while friends nodded in solidarity, their hearts swelling with pride for this courageous child who dared to speak his truth. Elijah glanced around at the sea of expectant faces, men and women who had fought for justice and children who yearned for change, each one waiting to hear his voice. It was an overwhelming moment that filled him with both joy and nerves. Yet there was also a sense of empowerment in knowing he had been given this incredible opportunity. As he took a deep breath, preparing to speak, you could feel the unity of hope resonating throughout the church. Everyone sensed they were on the brink of something special. They knew that this moment would not only touch their hearts, but also leave a lasting impact on their lives and community. What would Elijah say? The question hung in the air as he gathered his thoughts, ready to share his heart with all those who had gathered that day. As Elijah took a deep breath, he looked out at the sea of faces filled with hope and expectation. Clearing his throat, he began to speak softly but confidently. "Hello everyone. My name is Elijah Barnes, and I believe in love." His simple words hung in the air as the congregation leaned in closer, captivated by the sincerity in his voice. He continued, "I see people fighting for what is right, like Dr. King. I want to help too." The power of his message struck a chord with everyone listening. Elijah was speaking not just from a child's perspective but from the heart of someone who genuinely cared about his community and its struggles. His innocence blended with profound wisdom wrapped in childlike honesty. "I often dream about a world where everyone is treated fairly," he said, his eyes sparkling with passion. Where we all can play together and be friends. As he spoke about friendship and kindness, a wave of emotion washed over the audience. Some wiped away tears while others nodded in agreement, feeling the truth of his words resonate in their hearts. Elijah concluded with a heartfelt plea. Let's all help each other and make our world better. If we can love more, we can be happy together. The room erupted into silence as the weight of his message settled in. It was a call to action wrapped in childlike simplicity that inspired many. As the last word left his lips, a thunderous applause broke out. Members of the congregation rose to their feet, tears streaming down their faces, overwhelmed by the unexpected depth of what this young boy had shared. In that moment, Elijah had not only touched their hearts, he had ignited a spark of hope and unity among them all, reminding everyone present that even the smallest voice could make a profound difference. As Elijah finished his heartfelt message, an overwhelming wave of emotion swept through the congregation. Initially, there was silence, as if everyone was absorbing the depth of his words, but that quiet soon transformed into a powerful response. Tears streamed down many faces, and it felt as though a collective heartbeat resonated in the room, a rhythmic echo of unity and understanding. Families hugged one another tightly, moved by the innocence and clarity Elijah had shared. Some members raised their hands, wiping away tears as they exchanged glances filled with pride and gratitude for this young boy who had so courageously spoken the truth. The atmosphere shifted from mere astonishment to deep connection. It was clear that Elijah's message had unlocked something profound within each individual present. Then, as if on cue, applause erupted like a thunderstorm of appreciation, a standing ovation that filled the church with a sense of camaraderie. Men and women stood tall, clapping fervently, their cheers blending into a chorus of support for Elijah. Children joined in, raising their tiny hands in celebration. This moment marked not just a celebration of Elijah's bravery, but also a recognition of the shared hope for love and justice that echoed throughout the room. Dr. King smiled broadly from his place at the pulpit, visibly moved by the profound impact Elijah had on everyone present. He knew that this moment would be cherished and remembered, a reminder that even a child's voice could ignite change. As the applause continued to resonate, some audience members shouted words of encouragement like, "Thank you," and "You're amazing." This outpouring of emotion created an atmosphere charged with love and solidarity. The congregation felt united not just by their shared struggles but also by the genuine belief that together they could create a brighter future, one inspired by the simple yet powerful message from a brave 9-year-old boy named Elijah Barnes. In that moment, Elijah's bravery became a beacon of inspiration for everyone present. As a mere 9-year-old, he had stepped into the spotlight, overcoming his nerves to share a message about love and unity that resonated deeply. For Elijah, this experience instilled a sense of pride and purpose that he would carry with him for years to come. He learned that his voice mattered, and that even young children could spark change through their words and actions. The congregation, too, felt transformed by this unexpected moment of courage. Many realized that Elijah's message was not just a child's innocent dream but an important call to action. It reminded them of the power each individual held within their hearts to make a difference in the world. Tears reflected both joy and hope as parents hugged their children tighter, understanding the importance of nurturing these values in future generations. Elijah's heartfelt plea touched on universal themes that transcended age, race, and background, principles of kindness, fairness, and the pursuit of justice. In sharing his dreams for a better world, he reignited the embers of hope in those who had fought long and hard for equality. Each member of the congregation was reminded of the struggles they faced, and how vital it was to continue striving for change together. As they left the church that day, many carried Elijah's words in their hearts like a torch lighting their way forward. The bond between them grew stronger as they recognized their shared responsibility to help one another, just as Elijah had aspired to do. This powerful moment left an indelible mark not only on Elijah's life but also on the lives of everyone present, solidifying their commitment to work toward a more loving and just future together. It was proof that bravery can inspire hope, no matter how young or small one's voice may be. The legacy of that remarkable day continues to resonate in both historical accounts and the hearts of those who attended. Elijah Barnes became a symbol of courage, showcasing that even the youngest among us can make a significant impact when given the chance to express their thoughts. His simple yet powerful message about love and unity became a focal point for discussions about civil rights and community collaboration, inspiring not just those in attendance but also future generations. In the years that followed, Elijah's words served as a reminder of the collective strength found in community voices. Many people revisited that moment as they reflected on the strides made in the civil rights movement and the endless work still required to achieve true equality. Schools, families, and community organizations began to share Elijah's story as an educational tool, emphasizing the importance of nurturing kindness and encouraging all individuals, especially children, to speak up for justice. This historic event became woven into narratives that promote hope and unity during times of struggle. It fueled initiatives aimed at empowering young leaders, encouraging them to advocate for change in their communities. The heartfelt plea Elijah made that day transformed from a moment of individual bravery into a lasting call to action for everyone. Communities across the nation commemorate the day through local events and camps, focusing on leadership development and social justice. Activists draw inspiration from Elijah's courageous act, reminding all that courage can come in many forms, even from a small child. Ultimately, this powerful moment showcased how love, unity, and the strength of youth can pave the way toward a more just world, leaving a legacy that encourages future generations to continue striving for equality and understanding. In this way, Elijah's voice lives on, echoing through time as a poignant reminder of hope and possibility. As we reflect on the powerful moment that unfolded that day, it's clear that a child's voice holds incredible potential to move hearts and inspire change. Young Elijah Barnes stood in front of a packed congregation, and in an instant, transformed the atmosphere with words that echoed truth and innocence. His courage paved the way for a profound understanding of how essential it is for every individual, no matter their age, to speak up for what they believe in. The impact of Elijah's message reinforces the idea that children often have an unfiltered perception of the world, one that is deeply rooted in love, fairness, and hope. When given the opportunity, their heartfelt perspectives can shed light on issues that adults may overlook. The experience showed that the purity in a child's voice can resonate strongly within our hearts, reminding us of our shared humanity. This moment serves as a reminder of the responsibility we all have to nurture and amplify the voices of young advocates. By encouraging children to express their thoughts and feelings, we empower them to become catalysts for change in their communities. Their dreams for a better world hold immense power, challenging us to listen closely and offer support as they navigate their roles as future leaders. In recognizing Elijah's significant contribution, we are prompted to ask ourselves how we can create environments where young voices are not only heard but celebrated. Each time we lift these voices, we contribute to a culture of compassion and inclusivity, paving the way for generations to carry forward the ideals of justice and unity. Ultimately, Elijah's story encapsulates the truth that even one small voice can spark a movement toward love, equity, and understanding. It invites us to embrace the bravery found within the innocence of youth and encourages us all to foster such bravery in the next generation. The echoes of that day remind us to champion every voice, for each has the potential to inspire hope and ignite change in ways we may never fully understand.